Hey guys, good morning everyone. Today is a pre-open stock market analysis for September 9 market day. Okay, and as you can see on my screen are the comments that I'd like to shout out and read out for you guys. And one came from Trevor James. Hi Miss JD, AGI again, grabe, sold my shares, nasa US. I forgot what stock you entered in the U.S. market, Trevor, but really happy. I hope you sold it because you were already profitable. As for Samuel also has a YouTube link here. He started to create some videos as well on YouTube. And he said here, CHP DNL, please. Yeah, I have that here. I've added your request. DNL. And for David, he said if we could also review FGEN, MEG, and BDO. Okay, definitely have that here. FGEN, MEG, and BDO. Okay, and yeah, JD is a home. I think the stock is now filling in the large gap last March. So if that's the case, it's going to move downwards until it bounces. Let me see. Okay, let's take a look at home as well. Oh, it's already here. All right, so I have the list that you guys have requested. At the same time, I've also added the most trending stocks in the Philippine market based on Investograms over here. And let me go ahead. So I have that listed down. So these are the ones that I have noted. And let me go ahead and hold on a second. Okay, so let me just pull up our chart here. As you know, I'm using a Bollinger Band and RSI, and that's just basically it. Plus the volume, and we're already good to make our analysis. Alrighty, so PSEI, as you can see over here, we're already starting to trigger the MA20 line. So yesterday I was talking about this landing at the possible resistance area. And I said that if we are going to break out of that resistance, then that could mean positive actions maybe ahead of us in the coming days. And yes, indeed, we managed to break the resistance. And now it's the next area to conquer would be this level over here. But definitely from this point to this point, I just feel that we will be maintaining the 6,000 level for our PSEI in the next few days. Okay, I cannot speak for the long term and stuff yet. We're still on a wait and see game here, and we're heavily relying our insights on the chart. Nevertheless, whatever you see here, it's not the entirety of how your stock will move. It's still dependent on the individual stock. Okay, now let's take a look at the requests and the most trending stocks. Let's start with Merrymart. Merrymart, not a good story. Look at this. We now crossed the MA20 line, and we're much lower than the MA20 level. Therefore, we're looking at a possible further decline in the coming days. And I'm looking at, I feel strongly in this area, 2.70 as a first area to challenge. But look, by that time, we will be triggering the lower Bollinger Band. We could be ending outside of it. So really, uh, there could be some more profit taking because this stock has already climbed up, and slowly it is declining. So so far I'm just plotting the nearest support because that's the most immediate closest, okay, the closest reaction at this point. Now if it really reaches 2.70, maybe you guys can just drop a comment to remind me. We should be reviewing the stock so we could check what the next course of actions we can do related to the stock. Right. In the meantime, I just feel that this is just going to trigger some more declines in the coming days. But yeah, I don't. Maybe it's not that deep if it'll drop because you also have foreign buying happening. So let's just plot it at the 270 level. That's our nearest support. Dito, okay, Dito. I think we had some good news today about Dito. Apart from, of course, this stock being green today, I know I was just half-heartedly listening to the news. Um, was that government official who already approved the construction of their towers? But let me just go ahead and open that news section. Now this was 26 days ago, but definitely there was a news in I don't know if it was ANC or GMA uh, talking about Dito. So uh, at this point, if we are just going to base your analysis on the technicals, there is a big possibility that it will move higher because we have just touched very, very close to our MA20 line. And we feel that this level is a very strong level, that once we are higher than this area, then this could act as our support, 3.22 that is. So anywhere from 3.22 to 3.28, that's our support level. So try to observe how the market behaves tomorrow. If most of the action happens higher than 3.28, then that's a good sign. We will be pushing the price even higher. All right. Overall, if you want to know how far are we from our potentials, so the nearest goal that you can try to achieve would be 8.58. But I just feel like if construction is ongoing, no other hindrances or road blockers from today until live or upper launch date, uh, 8.50, 8 peso level is so fast to achieve. It could even just be a day or two if we have a ceiling play, right? Next one is VLL. As for VLL, nice. We are starting to move higher than the MA20 line. So this used to be your resistance, right? And now that we've crossed that, your previous resistance will now become a support. 3.18, that's the support level I'm looking at because that's your MA20 line. At the same time, this price level at the, back in August, around the last week of August, we've established a resistance in this level, and now we have crossed that path. Therefore, your previous resistance can now act as a support with that. And we're very, very cheap at the moment. So if you want to start accumulating, if you feel that VLL is a strong company, then go for it. Okay. How many times do they give out dividends a year? Once a year. So how much is 0.26 over 318? 0.26 divided by 3.18. For real? Is this true? Even if this will just give out one dividend for if this gives out just once per year, 2019, 2018, and the price right now is around 3.18. So 0.22 divided by 3.18. Okay. Why did it show 13%? Okay, so that's a good 6.9% if you're able to catch it around this level. So even if you don't trade and just stay there for for long-term investing, and let us assume that this is just the normal or average amount you'll be receiving each year, that's already a solid 6.9%, right? But we don't really know what if in the future it goes higher and then it trends around 1 peso or something, and then you enter at 3.26. You won't really know, right? Let's say in 5 years from now it starts appreciating its average dividend and closes at, let's say, 1 peso level, just 1 peso level, and your capital is 3 pesos per share. That's a 33%. Amazing, right? So yeah, if you want to go for it, you're already at a very cheap level. That is if you believe in the fundamentals of PLL. Okay, otherwise you can just go ahead and trade it as you wish. But looking at the chart right now, it's really at the very near your support, and it's very near. It did a somewhat a double bottom, and it's already starting to climb up. In fact, the RSI is already in the 50s level, so the momentum is there. All right, next one is ACEN. Wow, still pushing. Volume is still intact. Okay, it managed to break this level over here, but the next area we're looking at is our resistance is at the 3 peso level, so still very near. But if the sentiment is really strong in the buying side, then that's just very easy to break. If yeah, see that's a resistance. So just wait and see. Once you see some signs of weakness built right or starting to develop in this level, then you can probably consider locking in some profit or do a trailing stop loss, so that you don't end up losing these gains that you already have. Okay, so 3 peso, guys, 3 pesos, that will be the nearest resistance we're looking at. And let's just observe if it is going to break that level. The next one is home. What did JD? So home, I think the stock is now filling in the large gap last March. When was the gap? March. Actually, not last March, last June. This is the gap that probably Samuel was trying to refer to. Yeah, that makes sense. This is the gap. So if it's trying to fill that, which I totally agree, 5.67 is the support I'm looking at. Okay, do you know why? This is it. There was a consolidation right at this level. Each time that price goes near or it touches that area, you have some slight bounces over there. And at one point we broke out. We managed to break that and start moving higher. Now it's revisiting it. This is what I would always draw, remember? Once it breaks out of the resistance, goes higher, and then revisits, create a brand new support at your previous resistance or previous support, and start to go higher. Overall, look at that. See, we've dropped, and we're still starting. We're just starting to climb up. 5.71, guys. That's the support we're seeing. CHP, another stock trending at the moment. Looks like there's some more buying sentiment here. The nearest resistance, because it tried to consolidate, probably started to gain some more power here. That's why it had that volume and energy to push the price higher. And the next resistance I'm looking at is the first one, and then this is the second one, 1.76. That's the nearest resistance. At the same time, if you're looking at this for much longer investing period, then you're still at a cheap level. But for traders, probably closely monitor it, because this stock has already climbed up for several months now. Yeah, almost 2 months of just going up. So probably at one point when it touches the resistance, we might experience some slowdown in the movement. Okay. Del Monte. Okay, maybe Del Monte is also trying to establish a support at this area. Looks like it. Your previous resistance here became a support right over here, and we had that bounce, and now it's trying to retest that support level and create a probably another support over here. Second day of just landing at the same area, and it doesn't really break down, or it's still holding. Okay, so let's use that as our support. And well, you also have some challenge here at the MA20 line. It has to conquer and beat that, cross that path, and then eventually probably will go ahead and fill this gap that we have here. I'm looking at it that way. All right, but there's only 35 trades. So that means it might take some time if you're not able to enter very near support. It might take some time before you could either reach break even or to be released from the EBIT. All right, IMI. I know this stock had a good one. Okay, so you see that? So yesterday we were talking about this stock still having that possible movement to the upside. And it indeed moved in that direction. However, looks like this resistance level here was respected today. That is why. And besides, right, this has already climbed up so much, and people are already profitable. Let's say you entered right here, that's already a 38% increase. If you're just going to plot it right here, what if you were able to get it at 7? I mean, exit at 7 from here. So that's almost a 40% gain. So this kind of candlestick, while it is still green, we just have to be extra careful because we might have forgot what's the name of the candlestick. It's I think a shooting star. There. Let me see. Yeah, it's a shooting star. That when it comes out of the resistance area, very near a resistance, then that could be a sign of weakness. But on the flip side, we are still outside of the Bollinger Band, so who really knows, no? There could be some more buying sentiment. But in the meantime, just me being conservative and me looking at this price level as a possible resistance, then I'm plotting this area as a resistance level. So just be extra careful. If you want, you can wait for a breakout play, and then that's the time you enter. Or wait for it to retrace further down, and then that's the time you get in. At least you could be you could take advantage of a much cheaper and discounted price. Next one is Bloom. Bloom also giving us more buying sentiment. But where is the nearest support? Yeah, could be here, right? Yeah, 6.76, guys. That's the area I'm looking at. Okay, 6.76 support level. So, and we came from a constricted Bollinger Band. Look at this area. Constricted, so we might see some more buying sentiment. So, again, Bloom. Try to see what's the catalyst here, because you see this is engaged in entertainment, tourism and entertainment. I'm not sure if the community is ready for this, so this could just be a short on it's either two things could be happening here. People are accumulating, investors are accumulating, and by the time the market or the by the time quarantine is over and we're ready to do business BAU, then at least they were able to enter at a very cheap level. In the meantime, just knowing the situation for some traders, just be extra careful, lock in some profit if you can. Yeah, because definitely we won't be moving in a straight line. There will be some occasions when the price hits the resistance area, people will be taking profit. Next one is AGI. AGI over here also giving us some positive move. There was a resistance right here in the slide. You see that wick? That could also mean some rejection. But I'm just plotting a resistance right here. Who knows? We could have a gap up tomorrow because we're very near resistance and we're very cheap at the same time. So maybe a lot of our investors are already showing interest here. Hence the 40 million on foreign buying. Good job. But just in the event the market fluctuates within the day and reaches around 6.22, just take advantage of that price level. That's an attractive level that you can enter at. FGEN. FGEN as well. Nice. So does it follow that the trending stocks in Investograms are also positive all the time? Not really sure. I remember there are some stocks also who are who have declined and are in the trending stocks for the day. All right, for FGEN, I'm looking at 24.76 is our nearest support. So if there will be some fluctuations, again, I mentioned that take advantage of that because I feel that this stock will continue to a little higher or higher. We're still at the 50s level, so very healthy. RSI, there's still room for growth in terms of price, and foreign buying is present. So I think very strong stock right in front of us. The nearest resistance, though, I'd like to plot it. Well, it all depends on your objective. Would you like to lock in some profit as it reaches the nearest resistance, or you want to stay longer? Now, Meg, another request. Meg also triggering some more positive moves right here. Let us see, because there's a resistance built around this level. So I'm just plotting it here, right? At the same time, 4.73 is a significant price movement. We wouldn't really know. It could go back to an area very near 3.02, or it could even go gap up, and then this price level is our next resistance, 3.21. But look at that, try to notice from a constricted Bollinger Band, and also we're at a cheap level, so really a lot of promising setup at the moment for those who are just very patient, because right now looking attractive, but we don't really know how fast it will take for us to accelerate in the price. We might be staying here in these stocks for several months worst, okay? But at least you have already entered at a very good position. DNL is another stock requested. Oh wow, 9.4 million on foreign buying. We're also triggering the upper Bollinger Band with the right volume. This is a solid setup. So I'm just plotting entries right here. If you want to get in and you know the stock very well and the potential of the stock, go get in. But in the meantime, I'm just plotting 5.19 just to give some, a little conservative outlook. Just in the event the price dips, because some people will be taking profit. Maybe they might have entered right here and they want to lock in some profit, then that would be your opportunity to get it at a cheaper price. Okay, I'm not plotting any resistance at the moment because really it is up to you. Would you like to take it from here, first resistance, or here, second resistance, or even here? So your call, guys. But definitely I sense some more profitable trades by tomorrow and in the coming days. Hopefully you were able to enter right at this level, because definitely this is already a positive sign for you. And of course, we all know this. Did I talk about video? Not yet. All right, for BDO, we have closed the day with a 3.72% increase with a 23.5 million on foreign buying. That means that, foreign investors are already finding this setup, finding this price level very attractive, and so they are starting to engage in this stock. So look at that, very promising, right? There. So anywhere from where it is at right now to, of course, your MA20 line, that's a good one, but we really cannot detect what if tomorrow it does a gap up. Wouldn't know. Okay, very promising outlook for BDO. There you have it. I was able to review these stocks for you guys. I hope you were able to learn a thing or two that you could use for your personal trades or investments in the Philippine market. And don't forget to hit the subscribe, hit the notification bell so you're always updated whenever we have new videos. If I'm not able to record early in the evening, just expect for my video to be available before the market opens. Like right now, it's already 3 in the morning, September 9, and I am still recording because that is my commitment to you guys and a commitment to myself. This is a journey, and we cannot be an expert overnight. It takes patience and consistency, replicating profitable trades multiple times, then you have a skill. You have developed a skill. If you're able to um, execute your analysis multiple times, creating more profit for you. And we want to achieve that. That is why we're doing this every single day. I've been doing this recording, live streaming for more than a year now, and I'm never tired of doing this because my objectives are clear and I have aggressive targets for myself. And I hope you also have that kind of mindset, that kind of discipline, so that we will all be profitable and we'll experience financial freedom really soon. Okay? In the meantime, you take care and thank you for watching. Bye bye for now.